It's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start driving now. We're gonna talk about some of the hazards here. So in a downtown area, you have a lot of hazards to deal with. You have people who will walk out in front of you. So I'm cruising about 15, 12 miles an hour. You're anticipating people walking. We got the double yellow line, which means obviously you can't pass. I'm scanning left and right. Intersections are very dangerous for pedestrians, drivers, and everyone else. So you have to look left, right, and left. You just want to scan. And let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm looking left, looking right. I'm going to make a right-hand turn. I turn hand over hand. A lot of beginning drivers hit the gas. You see how fast I'm going? And that's what they do. Don't hit the gas real hard. Stay smooth, stay chilled. Here's another teachable moment. People don't stop at stop signs. On your DMV test, on your road test, you have to have a complete stop. This is a great area to take beginning drivers. You have a complete stop right behind the stop line, 1001, 1002, 1003, and then you look left, right, and left. You make your turn. You turn hand over hand into the turn, and once I'm out of the turn, hand over hand out. So that was a nice smooth turn. Again, I'm looking left, middle, right, like a video game. Left, middle, right. I'm scanning my whole field of vision. I'm looking, I'm watching for cars, I'm watching for people, I'm taking my time. Now I'm gonna stop behind the stop line again, have a complete stop. Now I inch forward, I'm looking up, I'm scanning, taking my time because this is a dangerous intersection. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make my turn, and then I turn out, hand over hand. This lane is so narrow, you don't have room to make a mistake. You'll smash into the gates or you'll veer into traffic. You never want to run yellow lights. If you can stop, you should stop. I didn't say slam the brake, so I'm going to go ahead and make a left turn. Road testers, DMV testers will take you in small areas. I would say this is a complex left turn. It's a one-lane left turn. You have a light, people run the light. You have a restaurant, people are eating food. They'll walk across the street, they'll jaywalk. You have to be a defensive driver. You've got to scan, you got to look ahead. So I see cars, I'm scanning my area, I'm waiting. My light's green, I look left, I look right. Now I'm going to show you what a beginning driver will do. They hesitate. They hesitate. So I'm going to let this burgundy vehicle go by. I'm looking left, looking right. And then some beginning drivers overturn. If I overturn, I'm going to hit the car. So I don't want to overturn. So now I'm straight again. They're looking at me crazy. So you always want to look where you're going. I'm looking left, right, and left. I'm taking my time, and I'm going to make a left turn. So I'm scanning left, scanning right, taking my time, and then my foot's still on the brake. I just turn hand over hand into the turn. Don't let the steering wheel go, because if you do, I'm going to hit this beautiful car, and I don't want to do that. So I'm looking left, looking right. My left blinker's on, 100 feet, a half a block. I'm just scanning, taking my time, being patient. Nice complete stop. Then I go up. Again, don't hit that gas real hard. Every car is different. Going smoothly into the turn. Our turn out nice and smooth, that's good. What I like to see my drivers do is make consistent right turns, consistent left turns. You may see your mom or dad let the wheel spin or shuffle. I like students to do hand over hand, and in North America, we turn hand over hand in, hand over hand out. In Australia, they do hand to hand. I did a little research on that. So I'm looking left, looking right, looking left, and then I turn. I'm accelerating through the turn, and then I turn out, hand over hand. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do a parallel park. My four-way flashers are on. I'm gonna roll up, and I see a car behind me, so I'm gonna wave them by. My foot's on the brake. I'm still waiting patiently. I'm gonna wave this other car by, and you have to be patient. I'm gonna roll back, and halfway past the vehicle, I'll turn the wheels all the way to the right. And then I turn back hand over hand to the left. I gotta walk it like I talk it. And I go in slow, and I'm still good. And I come in good. And that man is good. Hey, so I'm good. I walked it like I talk it. And you have to be able to do this. Okay, I'm looking over my shoulder. I checked, it's clear. I'm gonna go ahead and roll out again. And then for some of you who think that was a fluke, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. So I straighten up my wheels, I roll straight back, halfway past the vehicle, I turn all the way to the right. Turn all the way to the right, covering the brake. Now, I turn back all the way to the left. Going in slow, I'm checking my mirrors, foot's on the brake, right? I'm walking like I talk it. Skirt! So I'm there. Hand over hand in, hand over hand out. So on your DMV test, you might have parallel park, you might have to have a curved back end. It varies, so I'm looking over my shoulder. And then I roll out really easily, okay? Now, I'm not gonna run yellow lights. You can't run yellow lights. If you get comfortable running lights, you will end up failing, hitting a car, so don't get comfortable running yellow lights. I've been reading some of the comments. There is a point of no return, but in a downtown area like this, you run a light, you're gonna end up killing a pedestrian, and then we're gonna have that blood on our hands, and we don't want that blood on our hands. So I can turn on red, but I don't have to, but I'm gonna go up and actively look to my left. The best thing that you can learn from this, I'm looking left. I'm using my eyes. Don't be scared. And then I make my turn, and then I turn out. Let's talk about where people fail their DMV test, the four-way stop. The first car to get here is the first car to leave. My right blinker is on. I'm gonna come up and make a complete stop. This car, that's a, I almost said full stop. I'm gonna have a complete stop. Look left, I'll look right, but I'm gonna show you what a beginning driver does. I'm not gonna do anything. My pizza guy didn't stop. She didn't stop. So be that role model. Go up, check traffic, hand over hand into the turn. But for teaching purposes, what I wanna do is do some lefts. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you a stall park. My blinker's on. I'm gonna come in this area. My foot's on the brake. I'm gonna stall park. And you might have to do this on your test. I'm gonna split the line in half. My foot stays on the brake. I roll up really slow. My foot's on the brake. I turn out. My foot's on the brake. And then you look at the line, you line the front end up. Now I'm gonna reverse. I look over my right shoulder. I look, then I turn hand over hand. Again, my foot stays on the brake, not on the gas. Okay, for teaching purposes, I wanna do some left turns just to illustrate what to do. Now, here's another teachable point. We're in a parking lot. We are the secondary road. This main street has the right of way. So you have to yield. So my blinker's on, it's left, I look left, right, and left. I gently am on the gas. Now I'm gonna make a left turn. You have to use your blinker. I saw the white truck. I'm here last. She didn't really stop. So yeah, I look, I check, I scan, and then I wanna turn hand over hand, again, not hitting it hard, and the white car behind us did not stop. So turn out hand over hand. Now, the lights change really fast here, and that's good for pedestrians and it's good for drivers. If the light takes a long time to change, then more people, I believe, will run the light. So I stop behind the stop line, I'm chilling, I'm waiting, I scan left, middle, right, just seeing the big picture, and I'm just sitting here relaxing, sitting here getting this knowledge, not being nervous, being a defensive driver, and just being aware. So I'm just looking, waiting, I see the people walking, I'm scanning, I go up to 3/4 of the way up, and I sit right here and wait. And I'm waiting for a gap to the left. This is the last vehicle. I go up, and you have to turn hand over hand. And then once you're out of the turn, you turn hand over hand out. Okay, we got about a minute. If you like this information, you feel it's of value, please subscribe to my channel, Driving with Myles. I'm yielding for the person on the bike. My blinker's on. Let this bike rider come by. I turn hand over hand into the turn. I turn hand over hand out. That's a nice smooth turn. So let's kind of review. You have to yield to pedestrians. You don't assume anything and expect everything. You have to drive in a really chilled, relaxed state. I have a complete stop. and I'm gonna go ahead and make my left turn. Then I'll end this. I'm looking left, I'm looking right. Then I'm gonna complete my turn, and then I'm gonna ask you to pull over here by this parking spot. So I'm gonna pull up. My car is in the spot, and I wanna say thank you and God bless.